Hi friends, my name's Sophie. Welcome to your practice. Today we're moving through an advanced 30-minute creative vinyasa flow. So let's get right to it. We'll bring the knees wide and the feet together for child's pose. Walk the hands forward and nestle your forehead to the earth. Use the rhythm of the breath to ground you into this moment, into this body, onto your mat. And on your next inhale, walk your hands up and keep your knees wide. Walk your fingertips all the way back so that they're right between your thighs. And we'll take a couple cat-cows from this position. So as you inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round and curl your spine. And keep going. Moving through the waves of the spine. Today I want to bring in one of the niyamas of yoga, which is santosha. And santosha, if you don't already know, translates to contentment, satisfaction, feeling complete, feeling whole. Come back to neutral with your spine. Plant down through your left hand and place your right hand behind your head and twist open to the right. A little bit of opening through the shoulders and through the thoracic spine, through the torso. And santosha is this deep inner feeling, this deep inner place of rest where we're okay with who we are in all parts of ourselves. Extend your right arm up to, diagonally as high as you can and bring it up back a little. And then put your right hand back down to the ground and bring right to the center and bring your left hand behind your head and twist. And when we truly can feel and understand santosha, we can understand that happiness does not come from our external situation or external world. It comes from within. And I'll take that back. Not happiness, but rather a feeling of being complete. Extend your left arm straight up and back. A feeling of knowing that life is a roller coaster of ups and downs, being able to ride the waves through it all. Inhale. Exhale, put your hand back down onto the ground. Walk the hands forward, come into tabletop. Now take your right leg straight back behind you. So you're in one leg table. Make sure you're not opening your right hip to the right. Then turn your right leg just out to the right. So like your toes turn to the right. And take your right leg all the way out to the right. Straighten your arms and go as tall as you can with your spine, really as long as you can with your arms, right? So we're not bending into them. Keep your right leg lifted. Lift it even higher. And then set the foot down onto the ground. And we'll take 2 rounds of cat-cows. Inhale, arching the back. Exhale, rounding and curling. Notice how you can feel the pelvis here a little bit more in this position. You can feel how the pelvis is tilting forwards and backwards. Come back into neutral. Take your right arm up to the sky. Take your right arm over your ear and then plug it back for half cactus. Press down through the sole of your right foot. Inhale, extend your right arm forward. Exhale, bring it back. Again, inhale forward. Exhale, bring it back. Now take your arm straight up to the sky, inhale. And we're gonna weave it through to the left side. So right arm weaves through to the left and you set your right shoulder on the ground and you walk your left fingertips forward. So it's a thread the needle from a funky variation. Breathe into the revolving of the spine. Press down into the back of the right hand. And take one more full breath. Lips are closed and you're breathing in and out of the nose. Plant down through your left hand Slowly reach your right arm all the way back up to the sky. Inhale, and put your right hand back down to the ground for table with your right leg out to the right, so like a gate pose. Now lift your right leg up and hold. Keep holding. And slowly take your right leg straight back behind you for one leg table. Extend your left arm forward for bird dog. Make sure your belly doesn't dump to the earth. Bend your right knee, flex your right foot, and use the strength of your right quads and hamstrings to push your right thigh up a little more without losing the integrity of the spine. Option to take your left hand around, grab onto your foot. And kick the foot into the hand to create a beautiful back bend. Or your left arm is still straight out and you're using the strength of your right leg to keep that bend of the knee. Re-extend your right leg and your left arm. Inhale. Exhale, table, hand and knee comes back down to the ground. Take just a breath in and breath out. Feel the base of your hands pressing into the ground. Take your left leg straight back behind you. Turn your left toes to the left so your leg externally rotates, and then take your leg all the way out to the left and hold. Strong arms, strong core. Lift your left leg, strong glutes. Set your left foot down onto the ground. Plant down through the bottom of the foot. Lift your left arm up to the sky. And then put your left hand back down. I forgot our cat-cows. Let's do 2 rounds. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round. One more time. Breath is even through the nose. Come back to neutral. Take your left arm up. Left arm over the ear towards the front of the mat. And plug it back into half cactus. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, reach back. Once more, inhale forward. And bring it back. Extend your arm straight up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, weave your left arm through to the right. For thread the needle, crawl your fingertips forward. If you've seen Wednesday, you know, the show on Netflix, when the hand is crawling. Or maybe you've seen the Addams Family. That's what I keep thinking of when I crawl my fingertips forward. Breathe into the rotation of the spine, that wonderful shoulder stretch. Press down into the top of the left hand, so the back of the hand. One more full breath. And plant down through your right hand, right in front of your face. Lift your left arm all the way up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, table. Keep the left leg where it is. And then lift it up. Lift, lift, lift. Slowly take it straight back behind you. And even out your hips. Bend your left knee. Kick your left heel up. Use the strength of your left quads and your left hamstrings and glutes. Reach your right arm forward. And you can stay here. Or you can reach back and grab onto the foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Create that resistance. Let's extend everything back out. Inhale. Exhale, table. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Bring your feet together. Lift your right leg up. Bend your knee. Open up your hip. All right, option 1, rise up onto your right fingertips. Balance there. Option 2, lift your right hand up, balance. Option 3, slowly flip your dog. Slow as you possibly can. The right toes tapped down at the last minute. Okay, bring it back around to 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. low lunge. And then bring your hands inside of your foot, walk your foot to the right. Put your back heel down on the ground. We're coming into a warrior lunge, so walk your hands to the front left corner of your mat. Your right knee is bent. Notice if there's any gripping in the toes and let that go. And bring in that feeling of santosha, that kind of balance between effort and ease where we're not getting caught up in our emotions and just finding that even-keeled balance. Then we're going to take a side lunge facing the back of the mat. So you're going to bend your left knee. Well, you're facing the side, but you're bending your left knee at the back of the mat. Skandasana, hands to heart. If your body doesn't like Skandasana, you can be upright a little bit more with the bottom of the right foot down, chest is broad. Wherever you are, take another deep breath. And then switch to warrior two, facing the front of the mat. So use your leg strength and make your way there. From warrior two, straighten your right leg, reach forward, put your right hand down on your shin, reach your left arm up. Put your right hand on maybe all the way down onto your ankle and open the chest for triangle. Press down into the right big toe mound. And then look down at the earth. If you need to put your left hand on your hip, you can. We're coming into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Slide up. From there, you're going to slowly put both hands down and come into supported warrior three. So you're rotating your left hip slightly down. Your hips are now squared. You're on your fingertips and broadening through the chest and lengthening through the spine as much as you can. Flex your left foot. From there, slowly step back into low lunge. Good. And then reach your right arm up for an easy twist to the right. Your left fingertips down, right arm up. Slowly put your left knee down on the ground and come upright into an open twist to the right. Either stay here or bring your hands together. Maybe hook your left elbow over your right thigh. Shift your hips forward a little bit. Option to tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. Option to split your arms. And then maybe bring your hand, well, let's all bring our hands back to the heart. Look down at the ground, set your back knee down, and then come to center. Reach your arms up. Inhale, exhale, hands down to the ground. Lift the back knee and straighten out the right leg. Maybe lift the bottom of the foot up just for like 3 breaths, just to get into the hamstrings a little more. Bend your knee back into low lunge. Step back into plank. And then take side plank facing the right side. Option to stack your feet. Option to lift your right leg up. For 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, slowly come back into plank. Either chaturanga or go all the way down. And then come back up to plank if you're in chaturanga. If you're all the way down, you can stay. Lower down halfway again. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Feet together. Lift your left leg up. Bend your knee, open your hip. Slight bend of the right knee too. Option 1, come up onto your fingertips. Option 2, lift your left hand. Can you balance? Option 3, slowly make your way into wild thing or flip dog, whatever you like to call it. Bring it back around to 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Warrior lunge, so bring your right foot all the way to the right. And put the heel down and slide your left foot to the left. Walk your hands to the front right corner of the mat. Breathe into the essence of this shape. Now we're going to make our way to the back of the mat for side lunge skandasana. Or you're a little higher, like we discussed before. Make it work for you. And we'll travel into warrior two. Good. Straighten your left leg, triangle. Look down at the ground. We're going to come into half moon. Right leg lifts. Find your balance. And then hands to the ground, supported warrior three. Right leg straight back, left hip pins back. Spine is long. If you have blocks, they could be under the hands. Otherwise, you're on your fingertips. Then slowly step back as gently as you can to low lunge. Keep your right hand down, twist to your left for an open arm. Easy twist. Set your right knee down, come upright, arms are open. Either stay or bring your hands to your heart and hook your right elbow over your left knee. Maybe lift your back knee. Maybe you stay, or you like to split the arms by putting the right hand down on the outside of the left foot, the pinky toe side. Make sure your breath can still flow. If you can't breathe, you can't talk like I am right now, then it's a signal to back off. Bring your hands back to heart if they're not there already. Look down, put the back knee down, come to center. Reach the arms up for Anjaneyasana. Bring the hands to the ground. Lift your back knee, step back to plank. Side plank facing the left side. Option to stack the feet. Option to lift your left leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, we come into plank. And then chaturanga, come back up to plank. We're just doubling it today. Again, lower, up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Let's do one more like that. Big inhale. Out of the mouth, exhale. Close your lips. Breathe in out of the nose. And lift your right leg up. Inhale. On exhale, bring your knee to your right upper arm. Now bring it down towards bring it to your left upper arm. And then bring it down towards your left wrist. Back up towards the left upper arm. Down towards the wrist. Bring it back up. Extend your leg out to the side for star pose. Put your back heel down and reach your left arm up. Option to lift your right foot. An option to grab onto the pinky toe side of your right foot from the top and extend your leg just straight forward the way that it is. Now we'll go back to knee to chest. Knee to chest, step your foot between your hands. Breathe. Rise up to warrior two. Oops. Line up the feet how you want them. Soften the shoulders. Big breaths. Now reach forward. Put your right hand down inside of your right foot and reach your left arm up. And then take a half bind with your left arm. Maybe even wrapping to the inner thigh. I'm going to give you two options here. You're either taking full bind with your right arm underneath and you clasp hands. If it's not there for you, or if you feel like you're really struggling in your full bind, then I want you to follow my lead, because what we're doing next, you need to have either a solid full bind or not at all. So you're either in your full bind or your left hand is behind you, or you're in a half bind, full bind or half bind. Look down at your right foot. If you're not in a full bind, grab onto your right heel. Everybody step to the front of the mat and lift your right heel up. And if you're in a full bind, you're staying there. If you're in a half bind, you're gonna grab onto the bottom of the right heel. Everybody lean your weight into your left foot and stand up. Bird of paradise. If you don't have full bind, then you're still in a bird of paradise variation, which is beautiful. Try to open through the shoulders. If you want to extend your leg, you can. Maybe you're doing that from your full bind. And then we're going to slowly bring the right foot, bend the right knee, and slowly bring it back down to the ground. Keep your binds, step your left foot back behind you. Open your arms up into side angle, rise up to warrior two. Flip your right palm, reverse warrior. Inhale, exhale, hands down to low lunge. Put your back knee down onto the ground and reach your arms up. Cactus your arms, back bend. Reach the arms back up, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Lift the back knee and step back to one-legged plank. One-legged plank. Come up onto your left fingertips and then reach your left arm forward for awkward plank. For 3, 2, 1, plank, down dog. Lift your left leg up. Here we go, left knee to right upper arm. Crossing it over, and then bring it down towards the wrist, and then back up towards the arm. Wrist, arm, extend your leg out to the side, so your right heel is down. Rock star pose or star pose. Option to lift your left foot. Also option to grab onto the outer edge. And we're gonna come to knee to chest. When you're ready, step your foot through. Open to warrior two. And we settle for a moment. Reach forward, side angle. Put your left hand all the way down, right arm up, half bind with right arm, maybe even grabbing onto that inner thigh. Right shoulder back. Maybe full bind, maybe not. It's your decision. What's gonna serve you best? Find that balance between effort and ease. Sthira Sukha Asanam, right here. If you don't have the full bind, you're grabbing onto your heel. Let's look down. Everybody step to the front of the mat. Now lift your left heel. If you don't have the full bind, you're holding onto the heel. Slowly stand up. Maybe you're extending your leg out. Slowly bend the knee, come back down, set the heel down, step back into half bind or full bound side angle, unwind your bind, rise up to warrior two, flip your left palm, reverse. Inhale, exhale, cartwheel your hands to low lunge. And I don't know if you noticed, you probably did, on the other side I forgot to straighten the leg, so let's do this. It was towards the beginning. Straighten your left leg, lift the bottom of the foot. Flex the toes back. And then rebend the knee. Set your back knee down. Reach the arms up. Cactus your arms back, bend. Pull your chest up as you lean back. Reach the arms back up. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Lift the back knee, step back to one-legged plank. Either stay or come up onto your right fingertips or reach your right arm forward for 3, 2, 1. Plank. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Set your knees down on the ground and sit on your heels. We're going to take the arms wide and bring the right arm underneath the left arm for eagle. Just to stretch the back of the shoulders. Maybe you do a little wiggling side to side. As you breathe, feel the back of the heart fill up. As you exhale, there's a sense of emptying. Now unwind your beautiful arms and take the left arm under the right eagle, however they look. However it looks is fine. Unwind your arms and release your hands down. We're going to do a frog pose, okay? So you'll take your legs wide. And if you want to turn and put your knees on the mat, that might feel better if you're on a hard floor. Knees wide, feet flexed. Lean forward, stretching the inner groin muscles. You can let your head relax if that feels good to you. Over time, you might slide your knees out a little further, just being careful and aware. And then slowly come back up onto your hands and slowly come out of it. We're going to make our way into a seat now. And take the legs straight out in front of us and shake it out. Then take a slight bend of the knees. Reach your hands forward, long spine, tall spine, and then fold forward. And you could stay more active, or if you want to take it a little more passively, you can. If you want to fold down a little more. And we'll just take a couple more breaths, 2 more full breaths. From there, slowly rise up and make your way onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. Rock yourself side to side. And keep the right knee in the chest. Take your left leg long. And bring the right knee over to the left side. And the right arm out to the right. Once you feel settled and a nice twist, nice shoulder stretch, take your right hand, put it on your right hip, and anchor your right hip forward and down to create space through the right side waist. Then reopen your right arm, maybe reach it up higher. Notice if you're clenching anything around the face or the neck. I find in this pose I tend to be tensing through the neck. And can you consciously release? Bring the knee back up to center and hug it in. I want you to grab onto the right foot with the left hand. We're doing a supine pigeon, so then push your right knee away from you. You could stay there, or you can put your right foot inside of your left elbow, like rock the baby. Root down through your left heel. If you'd rather do figure 4, please do. Again, where can you soften? And gently release, bring the knee back into the chest and take the leg long as you bring the left knee into your chest. Bring the left knee over to the right side. Left arm out to the left. Wiggle down into the shoulders so you can root them into the earth. And then left hand pushes down to the left hip. Just create a little length in your left side waist. And then left arm opens up and maybe reaches up diagonally. Remember that you have everything that you need within you already. This practice is about peeling back the layers to get to know ourselves on a deeper level, so we can see the innate joy, the innate bliss that lies deep within us, ready to be revealed at all times. And then bring the knee back to the chest. And take figure 4 or supine pigeon, whatever way you need to feel good in your body. The sides probably won't be exactly the same. That's okay. You might have to take different arm variations or ways that you're holding on to your leg. That's completely fine and normal. Nobody is symmetrical. And then bring the left knee back into the chest. Bring both knees into the chest. Give them one last squeeze. Bring your forehead towards your knees. Squeeze. And then release all the way down for Shavasana. Right into stillness. Let's begin to reawaken the body through fingers and toes. If it feels good, stretch your arms overhead and point your toes to give your whole body a nice big stretch. Slowly bend your knees so both feet go flat onto the ground. Gently roll over to the right side or either side, it's fine. And use your top hand to press yourself up into a seat. Bring the palms together at the heart, and we'll bow together in gratitude for this practice. Thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today. If you enjoyed the class, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below, or just hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I'd love to move with you more. You can check out my channel for not only Vinyasa, creative Vinyasa yoga classes, but also strength training and HIIT and cardio. So can't wait to move with you again, and I'll see you next time.